Joining us now is probably the key architect of NREGA, Aruna Roy. Thank you, Aruna, for joining us. Thank you very much for joining us. They're changing NREGA already. Are they moving too fast? Shouldn't what we've got be fixed first? There are a lot of problems. It's fragile right now.
Yes, I'd agree with you because it's been a very successful program, but it's fragile. We must remember that in many of the districts, it's just a year and a half old. And we are fighting against all the entrenched systems in government to implement it.
Right.
So it's going slow, but it's going steady. But the point is, it can't take the overload of all the entire rural development, the responsibility of the entire development of rural India today.
Right, right.
So we should go slow.
I know how popular it is. I've been in Rajasthan just before the elections, and the remotest villages which we went to, NREGA, everybody knew about it.
Yes.
It has changed people's lives. Now, why are you worried about what could happen tomorrow?
See, what we are really worried about is that the time now is for consolidation. It's a very, very new program or an act which has been implemented. 1.5 years in the latest districts in about 3 years, going to be 3 years in others. Right. So really what we need to do is to make sure that systems exist. For instance, in many places job cards are not in place, which is the first entitlement. And then you have places where when you give in applications for jobs, they are not entertained. Then you have the further problems of worksite management. You have the problem of transparency, of social audit. These systems are not in place everywhere. So unless those systems are in place, the program cannot be ready.
It's very unusual. Mostly activists like you want the government to move faster and faster, and the political system is slow. But here you're saying consolidate, consolidate, consolidate. But I guess a new minister, and I have, his record, Mr. C.P. Joshi, has been pretty organized in Rajasthan. But every new minister wants his chap on something successful. So is that chap coming? This 100-day, race, is it coming too early?
Well, I think, you always leave your imprint, and it's not as if we don't leave imprints. But the point is, I think there's a slow understanding now, even in the ministry, that they must deal with all these issues before they bring in. It's growing.
Right, right.
And the thing that really is worrying for all of us is that there isn't as much consultation as there should be with the workers themselves. Right. Because the workers and the sarpanchas, because apart from just being an employment program, it strengthens the democratic system at the grassroots.
It really does, yes.
So for that, and plans from below, so the more we promote plans from below, the stronger the panchayat system gets for planning for itself. So we'll have to be suggestive rather than normative about programs.
But tell me, corruption. Many people say the panchayat system is also decentralized corruption. Now, you're putting in a fairly strong management information system. You're going to use transfers to banks, etc. Is corruption a serious issue and a worry for you with NREGA?
It's a serious issue for any implementation program through the government. But the strength of the NREGA at the moment is the fact that it insists on transparency. So a worker who works on a work site at least has the entitlement, the legal entitlement, to see all the documents. It is in fact, like in Andhra Pradesh and even in Rajasthan, impacting other development programs. But that is mandatory under the law in NREGA, the transparency and the accountability. We wonder whether in convergence, for instance.
Right, convergence meaning converging it with other development
line
programs.
Departments, other development programs. How much of these rules and norms will apply on those institutions, for instance?
Right.
How will they, actually the devil lies in the details. Right. How do you work out the details of transparency? How do you work out systems? So I think it has to go slow. It has to first consolidate. And in many states, it is a dismal picture.
From the successful states. They should analyze it and learn from it before expanding.
Yes, they have very good examples in very many states. They should just scale it up. There are good examples in Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu. In many states, various aspects of it have been strengthened. So those have to be scaled up, understood and spread right across the country.
Tuba.com